Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, opening your window, and noticing something terrifying. There's no sunlight. The sky isn't just cloudy or gray, it's completely dark. The sun, the giant star that has given life to Earth for over 4.5 billion years, has vanished. What would happen next? Let's explore this unimaginable scenario. First, let's understand what the sun really does for us. Beyond giving warmth and light, it holds the solar system together with its gravitational pull. It drives the weather, the ocean currents, the seasons, and even the photosynthesis that makes food possible. Without it, life as we know it would begin to unravel immediately. The first thing you'd notice is the light, or rather, the lack of it. Surprisingly, Earth wouldn't go dark instantly. It takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds for sunlight to travel from the sun to Earth. So, if the sun disappeared right now, for the next 8 minutes, everything would seem normal. Birds would still sing, dogs would bark, people would continue their routines. But then, the darkness would swallow the planet. Without sunlight, temperatures would plummet. Within 24 hours, the average global temperature would drop below -17 degrees Celsius 1 degree Fahrenheit. Cities that once bustled with life would freeze. Roads would crack, rivers would start to ice over, and the nights, which are already cold, would become unbearable. Within a week, the temperature would drop to -73 degrees Celsius -100 degrees Fahrenheit in most regions. Survival would become nearly impossible for humans, animals, and plants alike. But darkness and cold are just the beginning. The sun's gravitational pull keeps Earth and all the planets in orbit. If it vanished, Earth wouldn't just freeze, it would fly off into the void of space. Imagine drifting through total darkness, with no stars visible, only distant galaxies fading like tiny candles. Space is vast, but cold and unforgiving. Without the sun's warmth, any hope of survival on Earth would vanish. Life on Earth relies on the sun in subtle ways too. Plants would stop growing almost immediately, crops would fail, forests would die, and oxygen levels would slowly begin to drop. Animals that rely on plants for food would starve. Humans, who depend on agriculture, would face a global food crisis within weeks. The world as we know it would descend into chaos. Even the oceans would not be safe. At first, they would retain some heat, but over weeks, they would start freezing from the surface down. Eventually, the oceans would become giant sheets of ice. Weather systems, driven by the sun's energy, would collapse. Winds, storms, and rainfall patterns would vanish. Earth would enter a frozen, silent state, a planet of ice orbiting in dark. Now, you might think, could humans survive underground, near geothermal heat? For a while, maybe. Some deep-sea creatures and microbes could last in the dark for centuries. But humans, reliant on crops, sunlight, and warmth, would face unimaginable challenges. Civilization would collapse. Without sunlight, there would be no photosynthesis, no crops, no sustainable life. Only a few isolated pockets might survive for a few years. Emotionally, the disappearance of the sun would bring despair on a global scale. Humans have always looked to the sky for comfort, inspiration, and hope. The sun is more than just a ball of fire. It's life, energy, and the heartbeat of our planet. Without it, people would struggle not only to survive physically but mentally. Darkness isn't just about the absence of light, it's the absence of hope. Yet, in this terrifying scenario, Earth would become a chilling testament to resilience. Our planet would continue drifting through space, a frozen time capsule preserving the history of life that once flourished. And maybe, somewhere in the distant future, humans or another life form would find a way to adapt to this frozen darkness.